So in this video, you guys are going to see Mobil 1, the advanced 20,000 mile formula at 3,000 miles. The reason I ran it at 3,000 miles is the motor was making a little bit more noise than what I would like on startup. And I was running a K&N air filter with this oil. So I wanted a shorter OCI because I wanted to basically show people that even when the K&N air filter is treated correctly with oil, that it still ingests more dirt. Your motor's still going to get more dirt. It's a performance filter. It's not made for OE type filtering, right? Even though they claim that it's just as good, it's actually not. It ended up having a silicon content of 40, which is not good. And the Pennzoil Platinum Ultra only had 25 with an OE filter. So I ran the Ultra 5,000 miles. And you can see here in the numbers the difference between the two. So let's go over it real quick. This is Mobil 1 Advanced Protection or Advanced Extended or whatever it is. It's their high mileage, 20,000 mile, blah, 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 versus the Pennzoil Platinum Ultra. So let's take a peek before and then after. You'll see the column with 3,000 is Mobil 1. The column with 5,000 is Pennzoil Platinum Ultra. Okay, here we got 2006 Lincoln Town Car. And in the message it says, Richard, your Lincoln handled the longer oil run well. Iron went down. The rest of your wear metals are steady. Slight changes are considered steady in our book. We're not seeing any signs of mechanical trouble here. Silicon went down. That was because of the Fram filter being run on the first one versus the OE style ultra synthetic Fram on the second, or a K&N on the first one, the Mobil, versus the Fram ultra synthetic OE style filter on the Pennzoil. It says silicon went down, and that's a sign no issues with air filtration exist. The viscosity is thick for 5W20 this time, and we're not sure why. Excess heat can cause the oil to thicken, but we tend to see excessive wear and high insolubles from rapid oxidation in those cases. Whatever the reason, this V8 didn't seem to mind the thicker oil. Good report, all told. And I think they may have made a typo there, because if you go back and you look at my original Mobil 1 posting in the community, it actually said that on the Mobil 1 as well. Something to that extent. Anyway, if we look at these numbers right here, the first ones, aluminum went down, so the Pennzoil Platinum Ultra in the left column did better. Chromium stayed the same. Iron went down substantially, so Pennzoil Platinum got better. Copper went up 1 point, but with there being lower iron, that doesn't kind of make sense, so I don't know. Molybdenum, it's down to 91 where it was at 22. And then if you scroll on down here on some of the additives or stuff that they find present, no nickel, no manganese, no silver, no titanium, no potassium, no boron. The silicon is down on the left column. The silicon's down on the left column because I ran an OE style filter versus the K&N with the Mobil. Let's move on down here a little bit. If you look at the viscosity holdup at 210 degrees Fahrenheit, the Pennzoil Platinum Ultra did better than the Mobil 1. If you look at the flash point, the Mobil or the Pennzoil Platinum Ultra is just a little bit lower than the Mobil 1, so they're almost right on top of each other there. When we get down to the TBN, there was still a lot of TBN left, and TBN basically states how much additive package is left. Mobil had 4.8 at 3,000 miles. Pennzoil Platinum Ultra had 3.6 at 5,000 miles, so that's substantially not substantial, but that's really, really good for Pennzoil Platinum Ultra, saying that I could have run this actually a lot longer because the additive package, when you get down to 2, that's when you start seeing issues. So while talking to the analyst at the lab, they were saying that we don't really start saying, okay, we don't want you to increase your OCIs or your length of time between your oil changes until you start getting down to 2. Once you get down to 2 on your TBN range, then that's when you start having issues with how well it's actually protecting the motor. So they were like, 5,000 miles seems to be a really good interval for your car because you still have plenty of additive package there. You could go a little bit longer if you want to, but we wouldn't see a problem with you just sticking with 5,000 miles. And I have a super clean engine. So that TBN rating, basically the analyst was telling me that that TBN rating basically means that that's the life of the actual additive package overall, and there's plenty of additive package in here. So I can say overall I felt more comfortable with the sound of the motor, as well as how the Pennzoil Platinum Ultra was performing overall. I can honestly say by the lab results that I feel more comfortable with the Pennzoil Platinum Ultra because it does have lower wear numbers, and it seemed to make the motor much quieter, and my fuel mileage was a little bit better with the Pennzoil Platinum Ultra. So this is the results, and on to Amsoil next. So after the Pennzoil Platinum Ultra was dropped out, we ran Amsoil 5W30 in the vehicle. So that's the next thing that we'll be testing. I had them send me out 5 more packages yesterday, so I should be getting the sample containers here soon, and we'll go ahead and send off the Amsoil and get that tested and compare Amsoil to these two. And what's in the vehicle right now is Royal Purple. You guys were asking for Royal Purple as well, so we'll do our normal drive cycle with the Royal Purple in there and get it sent off next also. But as soon as I get those test containers in within the next couple days, I'm going to get that Amsoil sent off right away so I can get you guys the results on that also. I hope you enjoy these series. Let me know what your thoughts are below. And you know, not to cut at the Mobil guys, but I was kind of telling you guys from the beginning that I understand people like Mobil, and Mobil gets a big name because a lot of the manufacturers and stuff use Mobil as well as their base oil. But I don't see the huge benefit in running Mobil in everything. If you like Mobil, use it. There's nothing wrong with it. It does a great job. I just don't find it a good, cost-effective oil based on my personal preference of protection. I got that container of Pennzoil Platinum Ultra for like $27.99 on Amazon. I waited a few weeks for it to show up, and then I bought like an $8 quart to finish the 6-quart oil change, and then I bought a Fram Ultra synthetic filter, which, before you say anything stupid, you have to understand that there's numbers on the bottom of that chart. You can actually go ahead and rewind now, look at the bottom of the chart, and look and see what the insoluble number is on the bottom of the chart. You'll see it's less than 6, which is like 0.2 or 0.02 on this chart. The insoluble number is whether or not the filter is actually doing its job. And you can see the Purelator Boss and the Fram Ultra Synthetic are both by far doing their job. They're 20,000 mile rated, or the Purelator Boss a 15,000 mile rated filter, and the Fram Ultra Synthetic, which is a fully synthetic filter at the time, and now they have a synthetic hybrid which filters even better. It's filtering at the lowest rate that you can filter at. So at 5,000 miles, there's still plenty of filter life left there, no problem at all. You can see that. Go ahead and rewind now. Look at the number on the bottom of the chart. It says insoluble, and you can see that there's like nothing there. It's actually doing its job. The higher that number is, the more it means the filter's not doing its job and it's starting to break down and degrade. Anyway, that's it. That's the video. Thanks, guys. I'll have Amsoil here for you soon.